became. They took me in. It was a wrap. I spent the night in jail, and spending the night in jail is something that I don't recommend to anybody. The food sucks. The service is horrible, so it's not a place where you want to go to sleep.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Energy Podcast. Yes, it's different. I am your host, Marcos Lopez. What this platform really is to deliver value and help motivate and inspire others to tap into their energy. We're here to talk about your lessons learned, wins, losses, and life experiences that fuel you from within to accomplish whatever you want. Yes, it's a little different. I'm sorry. Brian is not hosting you guys tonight. I'm actually going to be the one hosting. And, you know, this is Brian's baby, and I want to do him proud. I want to make sure he trusts me to be the one leading this conversation. With that being said, I do want to introduce you to my first guest. My guest on here is Brian Landeros. Man, turntables. This is weird, man. I'm like on this side right here. It's kind of like,
I don't even know how to feel about this. I'm like, oh, so this is what the guests feel like, huh? Like just being on the other side, like, oh shit.
You know, we were talking about this a little. I mean, I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
I'm usually even in the updates. I'm usually the one handling all the sound. I'm doing all this stuff. But now I'm just like,
you're free, bro.
I'm like, all right. Do I lean back?
Should I talk? How do I do? Like, I don't gotta be worried about anything.
How to feel about this right now, man?
Dude, I feel kind of cool. Like this is what it feels like to be the interviewee, I guess.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
So here's my thing. We're on episode 10, guys.
We are finally on episode 10. Yeah, finally, bro. It's been a journey.
And I feel like if you were to give us an over-under from when we first started, I feel like the over-under would have been like, what, 5 episodes? Because when you think about it, the odds were kind of against us at the very beginning because we didn't have a clear mindset as to what we wanted and what we wanted to do with this podcast. And now we are here at episode 10. Interviewing you.
That's crazy, huh?
And why are we doing this? Why are we interviewing you? Because
I just want to, share my story. I feel like every time we're covering someone else's story and everybody has something to say, and I just want to actually just share my energy with you guys and let you guys know exactly what we're all about, what I'm about, and what we have, planned and what we're going to do with this platform, because this is still only like the baby stages.
Of course. And I feel like, you are the one interviewing people, and people do get a glimpse into your life and do see kind of like what you've been through and stuff like that. But the thing is, people don't really know you, right? Would you say that?
I feel like people know me in their own certain ways, to the fact like, yeah, I know Brian from that point of view. I know Brian from that point of view, because I make connections with so many different people and show different sides of me. And not in a fake way. It's just that whoever I'm with, I'm kind of like what I like to say, a chameleon, that I accustom myself to the environment no matter what.
Would you say you're more like an open book then?
Oh, for sure. I'm literally not afraid of anything. Like literally, I wake up, scream at my phone, and put myself out there.
Seriously, for those who know Brian, they know that every morning he wakes up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to
what's going on, Instagram family?
Yeah, let's go, man. You're always full of energy. Where does that come from?
Honestly, I don't even know. Sometimes I wake up and I'm just ready to fucking go at it. It wasn't always like this. Certain shit kind of woke it up within inside me. But at the end of the day, now I just like. It's like I'm a beacon of energy, bro, and I walk around.
So it's like I'm a beacon. Dude, you always come up with all of these little analogies, bro. I'm like, oh, where did it come from? Where did this come from?
And even writing the captions the other day, you were telling me, like, how the fuck do you come up with the captions? I'm like, bro, honestly, like, I just feel it, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It literally comes from within me, and I'm just gonna write straight raw from my heart. And at the end of the day, like, it doesn't never have to sound right. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be right. And I just gotta put it out there.
Well, first things first. I would obviously want to say thank you for putting me on this with you.
Of course, bro. Definitely.
Obviously, helping you out with everything has been a journey,
dude. It really has.
Honestly, like when I think about it, I feel like if there's someone else I want to work with, it would be you and also Marco.
Yeah, definitely, bro. That's my team right here.
We're always trying to help others. We're always trying to help each other, and then at the same time motivate ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves. And that's why I really like working with you and Marco. Of course, it's the best thing ever.
And that's what I love about us, bro. The fact that we're all, in a way, all connect together. We're all very different, but at the same time, we all collectively always want to do, what's best for each other, and always want to, better each other, like you said. And then at the end of the day, you guys are my team. You guys are my family, and I'd fucking ride for you, motherfuckers. I fucking love y'all.
No, that's just the way it is, man. So tell us a little bit. I'm going to start it off how you always start off a podcast. Why would I, go different from what we're doing? So
of course.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself, Brian. Tell us a little bit of your upbringing. What's going on here? Who's Brian Landeros? Come on.
So basically, how do I start? Bro, I've been born and raised here in Chula Vista my whole life. Like I always say, I went to elementary like down the street, went to high school up the street, and right behind us I went to middle school. Other than that, bro, like I'm regularly just a regular person. You know, I'm no fucking special fucking like, you know, person. I'm not a genius. I'm not anything like that. But I just always felt like I had you know, this ability to be able to transfer my energy, my thoughts, my perspective to people. And at the beginning, I didn't really know how I wanted to do that, but I always knew that in a way, somehow I wanted to impact people. I wanted to help people. I'm just always.
Was this something you always had in mind since you were, I mean, I don't know, a little kid? Because everyone does have those career choices since they were little.
Funny that you asked that. It was actually 9th grade, beginning of my freshman year. I used to live at a house right here, literally down the street. And we actually got kicked out. This was around like 2009, like when, you know, the whole fucking like crisis happened.
Oh, yeah, 2008, 2009, okay.
Yeah. And I remember we were in my room. All my house was packed up. We got kicked out, and I was literally sleeping with my mom. And I remember telling her, like, Mom, like, because I've always worried about everything, you know, especially my mom, my family, right? Yeah. I told my mom, and I always clearly remember this. I told her, I was like, Mom, like, what I want to do with my life is like, I literally want to help people. Okay. You know, I told her, I just want to help people. I'm like, I don't know how, I don't know why. I just like, that's what the calling inside me, you know, wanted to do.
Because of that situation in general?
Not even that situation. It's just like, bro, like sometimes I just don't even like, I don't even know how. I just always had it in me, bro. And I never knew how I was going to, you know, make it happen or how I was going to bring it to life. But I always knew that I wanted to help people. I wanted to impact people. And, you know, life happens, stuff happens, you know, you go through different things and you kind of lose sight of that. But at in the back of my head, it was always there, you know. So growing up through high school, going through everything, you know, you go through different things in life. But that thought was always, you know, within me.
Where would you say that turning point, pretty much that turning point for you be like, you know what, where you started helping people, not the turning point where you thought like, okay, I want to start helping people, but that turning point where, okay, you know, I actually helped someone and I love it, and this is what I'm going to continue doing. What was that moment?
It was probably like, it sounds funny, it was probably helping my buddies get through breakups and stuff like that.
Damn, bro.
No, but listen, because I was always the type that like, I was good at listening to people, like letting them know advice and like kind of just like, you know, like everybody has the answers when they talk. It's just sometimes you got to let them out, let someone else hear them, and then feed you back their own words.
Are you the guy that kind of doesn't listen to his own advice when it comes to relationships, for example? Like,
fuck no, like, you know, I give good advice and then I'm like, when I'm fucking lost whenever I think about my shit.
You're like, no, I'm going my way, the highway. It's not the right way, but I'm gonna do it. But my buddies don't listen to me. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I know what I'm saying. Nah, but it's like, I guess it's different when it comes to you because it's like, oh shit, now you have nobody. Like sometimes for me, it's hard to express myself in that sort of way, but at the same time, it's just like, it's always different seeing it from the outside in than seeing it from the inside out, you know. So it's kind of like a, you know, different perspective.
I mean, so for me, as I'm actually the same exact way as you, pretty much in that aspect, where I am the one who is always telling everyone like, yeah, let's you know, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this differently. But then if someone tells me how to do my stuff, with, especially in a relationship, I'm like, bro, get the fuck out. Like you don't know what you're talking about.
Are you to tell
exactly
me?
And it's kind of funny when we talk about that. Anyone specific that you know, that never listened to you, pretty much, kind of thing?
Well, as far as
any buddies that did not listen to you at all, and you just like you just gave up talking to them about try to help them out.
Like a few of my friends, not gonna lie, you know, that because it's just like, why are you telling me this? But at the end of the day, like, I realized that you can't tell people what to do as much as you want to. You can't, like, you know, tell them this is what you're going to do. That's how it's going to happen. And that's what's going to be the result of that. You literally just got to, you know, give them your advice. Hope that they understand it. Hope that they, you know, take what they can actually use. And the rest, you know, probably throw it off to the side. But you learn that you can't tell people what to do. You can only basically motivate them and inspire them to do it. Other than that, like,
so going off of motivation then. So, you know, when did you finally learn that motivation was actually a way of helping other people? You motivating them to do the best they can be.
2017, I got into.
Oh, we have a year. Damn, all right.
Yeah,
May 1st, 2017.
I was actually
3:42 p.m. That's exactly when it happened.
Nah, it was like February 22nd. Nah,
I was like, wait, where are we going with this,
brother? I just started I guess wanting to learn more about myself and at the same time just open up my perspectives in different ways, because you always see things one way only, and then you kind of realize that that's not the way life works, that there's many different like views, many different like perspectives and stuff like that. So I started getting a lot into reading, bro, and a lot of self-development books, really helped me out, get my perspective, start learning about different things. The one book in particular that like I honestly like
The Bible.
my Bible, yeah, literally, it's the only book that I've read like plenty fucking like 3-4 times.
Is that so you're a pretty spiritual person then, right?
Oh, very spiritual.
Okay.
But the book was called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Oh, okay.
And
That's my Bible right there.
I dived into that shit. Like it just really opened up my mind, opened up my views, and you realize that a lot of the things you do, you're already doing the right thing, but you don't take consideration into it, you know? So it's like little simple things, bro. Like, you know, like saying thank you, you know, asking stuff in a certain way, you know, it's just the small things.
It's kind of one of those things where
really matter.
every day you try to improve yourself in some way, some form, you know?
And then for the longest time, I went through that, like, that whole thing, like, you know, trying to better myself every day, trying to reboot my brain in a way, just kind of like ripped in, like literally if it was a computer in my brain, I ripped out all the cords and like, all right, how are we going to put this back together and make it a better
Generally
version
saying
faster?
also when you kind of say like, yeah, I want to improve myself, I want to be better, people kind of go for that perfect image, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, but there's never
never a perfect person.
Never
Did you ever struggle with that, saying like, I want to be perfect, I want to be like a perfectionist kind of way? Did you ever struggle?
I never wanted to be perfect because I know I can never be perfect. I just wanted to be right with myself, and I wanted to be good with myself. You know, for the longest time, I struggled with confidence. I struggled with the, you know, like doubting myself and stuff like that. So it's just like gaining that self-love, gaining that, like, you know, that how to say, that energy that you can accomplish anything you want.
Energy from within,
bro. And like that's
Plug.
literally
there we go.
Nah, but really, it's just like perfection for me has never been a goal, never been even in my mind, because I know that people go crazy trying to be perfect. I just wanted to be right.
You talk about 2017. That's because you did give me kind of a year as far as what was going on that year then for you to finally, you know, turn the turntables.
I was working at Denny's. And I was working there for about 3 years.
The night shift, right?
Yeah, that was night shift.
I would go in there sometimes too. Yeah, and I'd be like, hey, what's up, Brian?
And I'd be like, right there, little diner boy, serving it up.
Free hookups though.
Always, bro. I hooked everyone up, bro. Honestly, when people came to the Denny's, I was like, "What you want?" And then like they'd all come, and like time to get the bill. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah,
fucking like $5 for like everything that they ate.
Dude,
like,
I remember
amazing.
that. I actually do remember.
It was just like, it was so dope.
But yeah, it was such a good time.
It was, but at the same time, I never wanted to stay there, bro. Like I always, like I said, like I always aspired to be more. I always knew that I wanted to accomplish more, and I just right there, I didn't feel like I was giving my whole potential. I didn't feel like I was, you know, being fulfilled, you know, more than anything.
It's funny because 2017 was also that time where I saw you all the time playing soccer. You and I were always at indoor
we
playing.
were always playing. That's
I never even had to like text you like, hey, let's go here. You know,
we
just saw
showed
each
up.
other all the time.
Of course.
You know, and then at night I'd go out and see at Denny's. I mean, hey, why not, right?
See, and that was crazy because at that time I didn't go out, and if I did go out, like I'd fucking have to go out like at 2 a.m. like a fucking like when everybody's already faded and shit, and it was kind of like whack because like the next day I had to be right back at work, and I mean. Let's take it a step back. After high school, bro, I was gonna ask you to go back
a little bit.
After high school, I went to San Luis Obispo, all right? And I was up there for a year because I wanted to do this whole college experience. You know, I thought it was that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to college, you know, and I wanted to do agricultural business and, you know, like...
Well, what drove you to do that exactly? Why?
Honestly, like my dad always, you know, said that that's what one of the things he wanted to do, among the many things that he aspired to do. Unfortunately, he couldn't do much because he passed away. But other than that, like that, I went up there and I thought like, okay, cool, like time to get this shit going. Like, you know, okay, this is my opportunity. But then you realize that I'm 18, I'm living in my own apartment.
But you went up with a couple more friends from down here, right?
Originally, I went up with my boy Ivan Martinez, aka Pico. And it was just only us two for the first semester, right? And we were up there just kind of like, you know, doing our thing. Yeah, we were going to school. You know, first 2-3 weeks, you're like all motivated to go. You're all, you know, all into it. You know, like, I'm gonna get good grades and shit. And then reality starts to set in. You know, freedom starts to take over. You start missing class. You start, you know, smoking weed. Start doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing.
Of course.
And I just really kind of like lost sight of what I was really there to do. And
you lost sight, you lost focus, and you just lost motivation for what you wanted to do.
Yeah, because I realized that like when I was up there, I'm like, yo, like this isn't really what I want to get myself into. It's not something that I see myself doing. And I'm the type of person that as soon as I see myself not wanting to do something, I unplug myself.
You're a very passionate person for what you want. That's why when you tell me like, this is what you wanted to do, it kind of... You know, it kind of dawns on me because, you know, now we are doing certain things and I just see you going 110% for everything, right?
That's the type of person I am. Unfortunately, it's like a gift and a curse. Mostly a gift because whenever I feel something and I commit to it 100%, like I'm going balls balls to
balls
the wall, bro.
to the wall,
like
right?
no fucking doubt. Like I fall in love with what I'm doing, and I just don't look back. I just dive into it.
And for you to
faith.
for you just to switch off like that, you're like, nah, like that's kind of strange.
You know what I mean?
Was that kind of a strange feeling for you? Just when you kind of finally realized like, this isn't for me.
It was more like I felt like it was gonna be disappointing to my parents because I'm like, oh shit, they're paying for my stuff.
No, definitely.
I sat my mom down and told her that I wanted to do the whole college thing. That was the reason what I want to do is my purpose, what I want to accomplish, and that's what really like dawned on me that I'm like, oh shit, like I know that I don't really want to fucking do this, but I know that my parents are the ones that would love for me to succeed in this
putting
route.
you on to be the best person that you could be,
exactly.
and you just felt like you failed them in a way. But
yes,
the thing is, I mean, we all have gone through that because I've gone through the same experience as well. But how did you bounce back? What did you do to bounce back right after that?
So long story short, I failed out of Cuesta College. Up in San Luis Obispo. I only went to the community college up there. I came back down and dude, I fucked up, bro. I was actually the World Cup. Yeah.
Shit,
So we came back 2014 World Cup. We came back. I had finished off the year. My grades were shit.
No era penal.
Yeah, no era penal. Full fucking Robin, bro. Fuck that fool.
guy.
Fuck that guy.
He's gonna retire anyways.
Yeah,
so okay.
anyways, fuck that guy. Nah, but I came back and bro, like I just fell back to my old ways. Just going out, drinking, doing fucking random hooligan shit. Hood rat shit with my brands and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
every fucking weekend,
yeah, bro,
bro.
like stupid shit like that. Just going out ignorantly, not
Con
really.
la mesa más desmadrosa.
Todas las manos arriba.
I know Gofo was on that, huh? Gofo would get on top of the tables. I know that fucking coffee bottles.
Toda mi gente de San Diego.
Dos a toda mi gente chula vista. Woo!
Y la gente de Tijuana.
Damn. Hey, Ale, we have to this?
I'm so fucking down.
Let's fucking
we
go,
probably
bro.
go right in time. It's 12 a.m.
Bro, I'm
Le
fucking down.
llamo a la mesa?
Hey.
Nah, but I came back and the World Cup was going around. I was watching the games and everything, and I don't fucking forget this day ever in my life. It was actually Mexico versus Brazil.
Memo Ochoa, fucking
yeah.
dude.
PT. Dios.
Memo Dios. Damn,
so we were out there just being ignorant the whole fucking day. We drank since like 10 a.m. and you do the stupidest things when you're drunk. So I went back. It was like around 11 p.m. and we're driving back. Something you should never do. Never drink and drive. I don't condone it. Don't ever fucking do it. Don't even think about it.
That's right. Okay.
But yeah, we came back and right at the border, bro. Like, kid you not, I got pulled over and
by the border patrol,
by the U.S. Customs.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay.
Border patrol.
I was like, wait a minute. Sorry,
Can I get your
bro.
green card? You fucking asshole. Nah, but I got pulled over by the border.
Serious, bro. Talk.
Nah, so I got pulled over the U.S. Customs and they just basically smelled the alcohol. They fucking took me down and they took us to the back room. Basically, long story short, CHP came. They took me in. It was a wrap. I spent the night in jail. And spending the night in jail is something that I don't recommend to anybody. The food sucks. The service is horrible. So it's not a place where you want to go to sleep. I got out and I remember actually Marco's mom and Marco's dad picked me up and I'm at the bail bonds right down the street and I'm getting my shit, bro, right? And I got probably $10 in my fucking pocket and shit. And I go to a taco shop that's next door. I get a burrito and I'm just miserably eating my burrito, just thinking about my decisions. Like the next day when I got out, bro. And I'm just fucking eating my burrito, just fucking like tearing and shit. Like miserable, bro.
Marco, were you there?
Yeah, you remember that?
I was not there, but I was at home not knowing what the fuck happened.
We just know Brian never got
I just remember
right?
my parents were all fucking freaking out. Your mom downstairs, I just heard, mijo. I was like, fuck, bro. I was trying to text Brian and call him, but nothing was going through. So I was fucking clueless upstairs, bro.
Damn.
Not knowing what happened.
So yeah, their parents picked me up. I fucking started bawling like a little girl, bro. Like fucking just, crying because I'm like, fuck, like I'm fucked now. Like my dad's waiting for me at home. My mom's fucking doesn't even talk to me. And I'm just like, fuck. But the funny thing is that my older brother got a DUI. My dad got a DUI. And shit, I had to make it 3 times. So I fucking got a DUI too.
You have an older brother?
Yeah, I have an older brother.
I didn't know that.
I got an older brother. I got a older sister, and actually a little brother as well.
Oh.
Yeah, but we honestly don't talk at all. I only talk with my sister, Alexis. Other than that, my family members, we actually split up after my dad passed away.
Okay.
We were all super close. I was really close with my brother. Never really close with my older sister and my little brother I actually was really close with. But after my dad passed away, everybody just kind of split because money issues, bro.
Of course. Are they full?
No, half. Everybody's
Okay,
different. Yeah, like different moms. My dad, unfortunately, was a little playboy.
What year did your dad pass away?
My dad passed away 2015, so literally a year after I got my DUI. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it was kind of very like sudden. I mean, I was close to my dad growing up, but not really close because he was in and out of my life.
Yeah.
He was there, but he was basically only there as a money figure. Like he would just
Of
be
course.
there to give his money, like this and that. And the thing is, like, I never had that. Like, I mean, and I don't like cry about it or like like judge anybody or hold any grudges that my dad wasn't there to teach me how to play soccer.
No. I mean,
like that never was an issue for me because I had a lot of love and a lot of support from my family, my mom, my dad. My mom, Marco's dad, like literally was my dad as well. So it's like I was never afraid to go out and be me. That in that aspect, I was always complete.
If there's one thing I know I've learned about you pretty much from working closer with you. I mean, obviously we've known each other, but the thing is, we were just friends. We're cool.
Yeah, and we're just kind of like, yo, what's up? Like, hey.
Exactly. But if there's something that I've learned about you now is that I think family over everything.
Yeah, definitely.
And then sometimes family isn't just blood. Family's also your bestest friends in the world. Bro. That's also your family, which I find, I mean, something super, it's such an example to set. So that's why I feel like when your dad passed away, I feel like that's where you just leaned on your friends who were your family and stuff like that, right?
By far.
As far as that subject goes, obviously we just spoke actually recently about this, and also I remember you telling me, I remember my dad, these huge biceps.
Dude, my dad was fucking built. Marco, you can fucking go on this.
Yeah,
like my dad was huge.
Brian's like, dude, he had these huge biceps, he had this huge chest, he had he was built. Hey. He got no abs. And I'm like, that's why I got no abs. And I'm like,
but the guy had dedication, right? The guy had
dedication. I look at my dad, I'm like,
dedication.
fuck, this is the body genetics I'm gonna have. Fuck, I just want some abs.
But going back to what you were saying right now about Brian, one thing I do respect of you, out of the whole situation, you never looked for any excuses when you went through that. If anything, he used it as a motivation. Of course. That right there, Brian, that's when I knew, all right, this guy is a fucking true motivation.
What was that motivation that
It's, I don't know, bro. Like, I didn't really mourn about my dad. Like, I feel like the way that I mourned was through going out, partying, and getting drunk, which was probably
not the best idea.
Not the best idea.
Okay.
But for me, it was just like, bro, like life hands you, deals your hands, and you could do one or two things. You can either cry about it, complain, or you could be like, bet I got fucking this hand dealt, and now I got to make the best out of it. Because at the end of the day, like I always like to say, like, ain't nobody gonna hold your hand. Ain't nobody gonna fucking say like, here you go.
Definitely.
And let alone I had to do something. Like now my mom's fucking alone. We don't have any income coming because my dad used to take care of us. Basically. I didn't have to
definitely.
work. He'd pay for everything. But when that happened, it was just.
Did you get this feeling where now you're the man of the house?
Yeah.
Or did you always feel like you were the man of the house because of that kind of rocky relationship in a way?
Yes and no, bro. Because for me, my mom has always been my pillar, my rock. So it's like I always ever since I was young, I take care of her, and not monetary, but I do everything
vice versa,
around the
pretty much.
bro,
Yeah,
like anything for my mom. And it was just one of those crashing points in your life where it's like you go two ways, I could either be a fuck up and go do bad stuff, cope and blame life, like why me
yeah.
And it was funny that I was at the gym with Memo the other day and he's like, Les Brown said this one thing that made me crack up. And I was like, oh, what'd he say? He's like, so when something bad happens to you and you're like, why me
yeah.
And then Les Brown's like, when you say that, like, well, what the fuck, who else would you want it to be? Like, do you have a list or something?
Well, going back to like I said, exactly like Marco said, you always lean on your friends, pretty much your family. Memo, Tanya's, more examples of people being your family.
Yeah.
As far as how greatly appreciative are you of them preting taking you in here and having you.
Holy shit, bro. I got to give it up to them. Like, they basically took me in. They've still to this day are molding me. They're teaching me different things, and just basically support me in all my creative ways. They really see my vision. They support me in everything that I want to do, and they always guide me in the right direction. They literally put me on in a way that not like here you go, like you're built, like nah, bro. But they give me an opportunity for me to make a name for myself, make a life for myself, and really, really, really be able to help my family in the way that I really want to.
Of course.
And in that way, I'm in debt to them for the like my life, bro. Like there's nothing I wouldn't do for them because they're like literally my second set of parents.
It's something your mom obviously really appreciates.
Dude,
as
my
well,
mom
right?
by far, same thing. Like when I remember when like they they brought me in, they started like giving me a job, giving me opportunities. My mom would cry because it's like, damn, like you have someone that's actually guiding you in the way that you've always wanted to go, and
of
it's
course.
actually like that door that opens up, and it's like you always want to bring everybody through it. Like kind of like our past guest said, you get the door and like you walk past to it, but that door is only meant for you. So sometimes you got to go through the door and just accept that it's only meant for you, because that once you go through it, you're always able to come back.
It's crazy as the older you get, obviously. I mean, I don't know why in high school I never really appreciated like they really appreciate the whole like mom and dad aspect of life pretty much, right? Now you look back, you're like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything,
Dude, every day I'm thankful for my mom. Like, dude, like she put up with me so much. Like, all right, I'm gonna tell you a story. All right, so I got so many. So we were in high school, right? And Brian loved to get in trouble, bro. Like Brian was a fucking troublemaker.
Brian, not third person, bro. Come on, go first person. Let's not be like that.
I was such a fucking troublemaker, bro. Like, all right, I'll tell you a story. I stole a car in 10th grade with my buddy, right? We were at a party and and like, well, I guess I didn't.
I'm sorry, what? You stole what?
I did. All right, I kind of stole a car. I took it out for a joyride. And yeah, we fucked it up. We went through like, Proctor Valley, back of the fucking like road, going through all the dirt roads.
Dude, that place is haunted, bro.
Yeah, bro, I didn't give a fuck. Sorry, Shanice Lukey. To this day, I'm sorry that I took your car and fucked it up. So yeah, we took it. We got back, and like obviously there was 2 people missing at the party. It was me and my buddy. Not gonna say his name because I'm not gonna incriminate you like that.
Who was it?
Brandon Woods.
Yeah, you gotta say it.
Brandon Woods. Sorry, but it was an experience, and it was funny because we just took the trip. We took the car, and we honestly all we wanted was some fucking famous stars. Like from
Dude, shut the fuck
fucking
up.
Carl's Jr. But that's how it started, and then it was like, bro. Do you want to go get bubbles and put them all over the fountains of Eastlake?
Fuck up, bro.
So we went and did that, right? And then after that, I was like, bro, do you want to go to Proctor Valley? And it was just bah, 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 bah. One thing out of another, bro.
Yo, why isn't this paved, bro?
Yeah. Alignment completely fucking gone. Like, just horrible, bro.
Come back, one tire's missing. I don't know. Fuck.
And the funny part was I was just like, all right, so I stopped. We're like, fuck, the car's fucked up. We crashed into a fence, took it out. The fucking guy that owned the house that had the fence had to fucking take it out with the tractor, check if everything was all right. And we're like,
bro, a fucking tractor. Damn, you were deep in there.
I was up in like fucking Dulzura, like I don't know.
Casino, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like,
before it was a casino.
We went down a fucking hill. We went down a fucking like road. It was all dirt.
Bro,
there was like,
gas and brake. Come on, man. It's not that hard.
Bro, but listen. On the way, we went up a hill. We went all the way up, and we're like, all right, fine, let's go down. And we were on the way back down, and just I was the one driving, so I lose control of the car. Bam, that's when we hit the fence. And then, we got out of that and everything. We're driving back. We're like, fuck, what should we do? Bing, my fucking light turns on. I'm like, I got an idea. Let's go take the car to the car wash. Yeah, that would fix it.
Wait, what time was this at? What time was this?
This was like 6 a.m. at this time.
They're not going to notice.
Yeah, they're not going to notice, right? So then we go and park the car right where we like picked it up and left it at. And then motherfucking, the ignition would not fucking like, it got stuck. The keys got stuck in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. All right, let's just leave it here. And we ditched the car there and just like dipped out. But like I said, we were caught from the beginning because we were the only 2 people missing.
Bro, this is one of those things where like, god damn, man, what the fuck?
One of the key moments from your fucking high school time.
Second story.
Sure. I stole the husband's car.
No, it's the second story. We actually, all right, so we were into egging houses when we were young, right? And there was this one person that I didn't like growing up just because purposes that we wouldn't talk. Purposes that we wouldn't, I'm not gonna say his name, but we egged this house and I repainted his whole fucking house with about like 80 eggs.
Wait, whose house?
Mason Loya.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so we fucked this shit up. So there goes another good couple of racks that I had to pay, that my mom had to pay. Yeah, bro. So like my mom has always just been dealing with my shit, and I don't know how she just fucking always has like that belief in me, because like I don't know, I fucking would have lost it, But I think the turning point where everything really switched up for me was when I was, just going through Denny's, my life at Denny's. I had failed out of 3 colleges, Cuesta, City College, and Southwestern. And I realized that school wasn't for me, so I started working full time. I worked at Denny's, like I said. And I got to the point where I was just fed up with Denny's, and I'm just like, I want to do more.
Throughout all this experiences, do you think you had the best family support ever that you could probably...
Oh, yeah, by far. Like, my family was always there for me. But it's still like Brian was a tonto, so it's like, that's just what I do, right?
Another topic I want to touch on is obviously, like I said, you do have nothing but love for your best friends. Definitely. And for your family and stuff. Let's talk. I mean, you and Marco obviously are very, very close, but I feel like in every single podcast, because it's no secret, in every podcast you do mention, me and Marco, Marco and I did when we were little. Marco knows this, and I'm like, but there's
hold up. Me and Brian have gone through so much shit. But that shit has been the best shit that I've like.
Dude,
my thing is like, does it shape you to be the person that you are today, or do you think it hasn't, or do you think it hasn't shaped you yet, and you think once you get to where you want to be, that's where you say it's going to shape me?
I think it continues to shape us because our relationship's always, growing. We're always expanding. But the thing is that me and Marco, since kids, he was like my first best friend, bro. Given that he's my cousin.
Of course.
But bro, like we've been kicked out of houses. We haven't had money for food. We haven't had money for water. We haven't had money for bills. And it's like shit that people don't know because everybody thinks, oh, you live in Eastlake, everything's great, right?
Yeah, people. Yeah, that's the
general, like I said, they only see from the outside in.
Yeah, and this is why we're doing this interview, because people always see you just super charismatic, super happy, super, trying to motivate others.
Bro, but nobody really knows, man. There was dark times. And when I mean dark times, there was times where we literally didn't have light.
And that's the whole point of the whole podcast, the Energy Podcast, is where you do kind of deep into like people's lives, because everyone does have a story, man. Everyone does have a story. Even the person that has the most energy has a story. And, we're not here for people to be like, oh man, dude, you went through this shit.
It's never it's more a like story, bro. It's more like
it's more for people to relate.
Yeah, this shit happened to me. I did something about it. I didn't whine. I didn't blame the world. I didn't say why me. I just kept going through it, bro. And it wasn't like it clicked right away. It was just like, bro, you just gotta keep on moving forward no matter what. Like, cause if you fucking stop and like hate the world, bro, like you're just gonna get caught up in that shit and never really fucking realize what you could do if you actually take that like what I like to call energy, because that's my energy, bro. Taking all those losses, taking all those like bro, everything that I learned.
Where'd you get this from? Where'd you get this from, bro?
Like the energy?
This whole like, you go on one thing and then you go on the other and then you go on the other and then you just keep going and you're like, there's no stopping you. What have you always been like that though? That's my question right there.
Yes and no. Like yes and no, because I've always like, all right, before I was like that at certain points in my life, but then I didn't know how to channel my energy, I guess. Like I didn't know how to use my energy in the right way, like I always had it. But now that I said, I centralized myself, I grounded myself, and I said, okay, now I actually want to do something about it. And it's funny because it actually happened when I held an intervention for myself.
All right, let's talk about that. Yeah. You mentioned this, and here's like, there's so many things that we talk about to the point where I'm like, what do I want to hear? But then I forgot. Oh shit, let's see what they want to hear. So let's talk about this intervention that you had for yourself. What was that all about?
So I was working some bullshit jobs, like knocking doors, playing, fucking selling security, and right after that I started doing concrete, selling contracts for different contractors, doing that, doing labor, doing, concrete and all that. But I got in a fight with my partner and I said, fuck this shit, bro. You could do it on your own. You're always trying to micromanage. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Bro, fuck you. I left them mid-job.
Don't talk about what happened to us yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, but like, so I just, I got fed up with it. I thought like at the beginning when I took that job, knocking doors for security for Sloman's, I thought that was going to be my shit because, I started getting good money. I started like making sales. I was like, oh shit, I'm good at sales. I actually left Denny's to go work at Sloman's. And it was just a bam, bam play. Like I didn't even think about it. I just did it.
Is that the job where someone just came up to you like, hey, do you want to make money? And then
yes,
that's the one.
That's the one where my buddy was just like, hey, do you like making money? I'm like, yeah, who doesn't?
Dude, I listen through these podcasts, man. I do listen, man.
Yeah, so then that happened, and then like whatever went sour. The company went like fucking like off grid, fucked us over, and then we're like, fuck, what now? This one guy was the one that kind of gave us all the views and everything. We're like, well, what now, bro? And I stuck with it because I'm like, we're like, what else am I gonna do? I'm never gonna go back to a regular job because I'm like, that's never fulfilling for me. And I was always searching for more, searching for fulfillment more than anything, bro.
Okay.
And it got to a point, like I said, I got in a fight with them, and then I got to a point where I was like, all right, I need to fucking do something. And I started just going inside of me, rebooting my brain. And I got to a point where, I started journaling a lot. Like a lot. And I still do today. Okay. I'm an avid journalist. And I started writing. And I wanted to come up with something that was going to fulfill me, right? Mm-hmm. And I called it at first my social experiment.
Yes.
Where I wanted to go and talk to people about different things, different views. And at that time, I didn't know that those shits were called podcasts.
This fool. Yeah.
So then I wrote it down on the journal, blah, blah, blah. I started doing this, and then I'm like, I got to a point where same thing with you when I presented you the idea. I wrote down so much. I'm like, all right, now it's time to go show someone. And then I call up, my closest friends. I call Clary. That's, right here in the room. Thank you for coming, Clary. And I sat her down at the Starbucks where we actually met.
Same table?
So much shit. No, a little bit to the
Dude, everything happens at fucking
everything,
Starbucks, bro.
Everything. So then I sat her down. I'm like, Clary, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to stop doing. I want to stop being a shithead. I want to get my life together. I want to follow this path. This is my goal. This is what I want to do. And, usually people get interventions and they call them out, but I called my friends out. I'm like, yo, this is what I want to do because I felt that if I told enough people that actually cared about me, they were going to be my support group and my, my motivation, bro, that they were going to hold me accountable to saying like, Brian, you told me you were going to do this. So now you got to fucking stick to it,
All this in 2017?
Yep.
Damn, what a fucking year for you, bro.
That was a fucking year full of fucking just growth and fucking expansion.
When he told you all this, like, how did you really take it? Like, did you take it like some sort of way, like, nah,
Because I've done it before. Like, that's the thing.
Like, I took him seriously, but he had done it before, so I didn't know how serious it was.
Uh-huh.
But
did he seem a little bit more passionate this time than the other times, or what would you say?
I've always been passionate. That's a thing.
He's always passionate about everything.
You see, that's where he hit me because, he always saw me at Starbucks. Starbucks was my number one place where I always did all my work. And then, one day he goes, hey man, like, let's meet up one day. I want to run something by you. I was like, fuck, it's going to be about mortgage heroes, bro. I don't know if I could be doing this right now, man. Videos for real estate. I can't be doing marketing. Like, I want to, explore some other things. So anyways, Brian starts talking. I already had my speech ready, by the way. I'm like, hey, Brian, you know what? I love what you do. I think it's great. Like, I already had it written down. And literally, and I'm like, yeah, dude, but Mortgage Heroes is not for me. I'm willing to meet people, but bro, I'll hit you up later and let's see what we can do. I already had it. And then Brian goes, I want to start a podcast. I'm like, so what were you saying? And he goes, yeah, bro. And then he just kept talking. Like the way we're doing right now, he just kept talking. I'm like, okay, and then I'll be like, but dude, I want to do this and do this, and then finally he like shut up, and I'm like, okay, and I just kept talking. I kept going for like 30 minutes straight, and Brian's like, dude, this is great, and what caught my eye was that he was very, very passionate about what he was saying. I've had conversations with him before, but he's usually nothing like this, and he was very, very passionate, and that caught my eye, that caught my attention. I'm like, okay, man, let's do this. And he was willing to listen to me and listen to what I wanted to do first. And then we could keep going by it. Our first month, it was literally Brian every day. Hey man, so do you think we could, cause we had Sebi. We had Sebi lined up for whenever we wanted, obviously.
Yeah, I was the first one. We know we're going to start it with that.
And he goes, okay man, so should I tell Sebi tomorrow? I'm like, bro, no. Let me figure this out. Let's write all this stuff down. Let's see what we're gonna do.
Let's go.
And that was a Friday. I remember this. It was a Friday. And then on Monday I come back and I finally met like Memo and Tanya. They were super cool with me. And then so Monday I'm like, okay, I take out my laptop, do this stuff. And he goes, hey man, so should I tell Sebi for tomorrow or Wednesday? I'm like, bro, no.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy. So I started writing all these things down. I showed it to Brian, and Brian's like, fuck, man, we have a lot to do, bro. And we worked, we grinded, we got everything done in like what, maybe in a month before we finally got Sebi to do our first episode. Yeah. We got Sebi to do our first episode. Us tontos, bro. We were just like, yeah, we did it. And then I was like, oh fuck, who's our next guest?
We need this. What do we do with that? How does that work?
Who's our next guest?
And I'm like, shit, that's a good question.
That's when we're like,
I was like, bro, I didn't think we'd get this far.
Dude, what do we do next? And that's why now we're at episode 10. We're pretty much just celebrating this whole thing, and I'm so happy that everyone's here. I mean,
yeah, dude,
but they're
here celebrating.
Past guests right there, fucking Goldful, just right over here helping us out as well, bro. And I think it's great that we're celebrating this like kind of this 10th episode. It's funny, we still have 11, we still have 12, 13. We still have so much more to go, and I can't wait to see what happens even more.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, my thing is, are you satisfied?
Never
satisfied.
Never satisfied. Like that's the thing that always keeps me going. The one thing that like I said the other day, I was just like, bro, my biggest fear is staying comfortable. you know, and getting comfortable, because that's
I remember. Yeah, we were
you know,
talking
like
about
that's when you know you capped out, you know, and you're like, I'm okay with that, and I'm like, I'm never okay with that, you know. I'm always like, you know, like we always tell each other, like, you know, I'm like, yeah, we did good, but we celebrate that, and the next day there's more to go and get, you know, and that's Definitely. Like that's what keeps fueling me, the fact that there's always more obstacles, there's always more lessons, there's always more out there to complete and accomplish, that like I know that this is still the beginning, and what I see in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm already like, you know, we already done made it, you know, we're already at the top, but there's still all that work that needs to be done till we get there.
It's funny because after every podcast, it goes great.
Yeah.
Every guest has been great. Amazing. Everything has been amazing.
Amazing.
But then we're here for another hour. Like, okay, man, what are we gonna do? Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing that?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we've surpassed some goals that we thought we were never gonna reach, right?
Dude, crazy. Like, it blows my mind. And it's like little success, like little stepping stones, but we're just like, oh shit, it's like, it's happening, like, you know, on a small scale, but every time it's gradually growing and growing.
And it's funny because I go home, and on my drive home, listening to Taylor Swift. I don't listen to Taylor Swift, guys, don't worry about that.
He listens to Taylor Swift. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you playing?
Shut up. But
and it's that talking about the heartbroken, like that the boyfriend left her. I'm like, bro, who broke
your
heart?
It's a love story, baby, just say. Okay, shut up. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't listen to Taylor Swift.
Anyways, on my drive home, I'm just like, why aren't we satisfied? You know, why we're so happy what we're doing? And I feel like that's another thing I've been saying this lately is we're having so much fun doing this that I feel like the moment when we stop having fun,
by the day we're gonna stop doing this,
we gotta stop. And it's plain that easy. Simple. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's that easy, but that's the moment we stop doing this, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. And I don't see myself not having fun. Even today, when we're putting out the stories, right?
Yeah.
Man,
it's
even
stressful,
last week,
but it's just
stressful. But
funny.
at the end of it, we're laughing, bro. You know why? Because everyone's replying to us like, "What the fuck? What are you guys doing?
That shit's awesome. Well, you made my day."
So there's that little.
That's awesome.
I mean, it took us 3 hours to post a shitload of stories, right? And we're just there. Okay, airdropping. Okay. Brian, did you post that? Okay, Brian, did you post that?
Fuck, it's fucking me up.
We're stressed, bro. We're stressed. And there's points where I'm like, don't even fucking talk to me. You're like, don't even talk to me, bro.
I'm like looking at you. I'm like, Marcos, do not say a fucking word to me.
Today, literally, Brian was just like posting stories, and all I hear after every 4 stories, like, fuck. It's because he kept pressing the wrong button, and he kept tagging the wrong person. And the thing is, that's the shit we laugh at. Like a minute later, we're just laughing. We're like, bro. Idiots. So that's what I'm saying. I think I can speak for me, you, and Marco. The moment we stop having fun with this,
definitely,
that's the moment we're just like not going to, you know. Hey, you know, we're going to keep this pretty raw, right?
Yeah, of course.
How raw are we keeping this? Hey, Marco, bring that over.
Yeah, but hey, going back to my story, when I sat down on my friends, a lot of them didn't believe me because they're like, oh, this is bullshit, Brian. You always pull this card on us. Like, you always want to do better. You want to been doing better since fucking high school. Yeah, give me over here. Yeah, so it was just like, you know, once I fucking like, I told them, I'm like, fuck, when I said it, now I got to do it, right?
Yeah.
And that's the motto that I still live by to this day. Like, that's like, it's like, you know, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not a bitch, and my mom didn't raise no bitch. So I got to keep doing it. So then I started doing videos, bro. And I started like one day, I remember I'm leaving my house and I'm taking videos of me just trying to be motivational, right? And I'm like, just to motivate myself, bro. And then it took off. Like, I just started doing one every day, every other like minute. I just started doing a shitload of videos, bro. Like, just screaming at my phone. Waking up. Like, that's what I started to do. And it just started picking up. A lot of people started like tagging at me, like, you know, like messaging me and shit.
I woke up one morning. It was 7 a.m., right? I wake up. And it's Brian's story, and he goes, hey, yeah, let's go. We're going to work out. We're doing this. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
Shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
Shut up, bro. I'm trying to sleep in, you know? Like, I don't know why I clicked on his story. I knew I was expecting it, but it came out of nowhere, man. It came out of nowhere. Now, one thing I do see all the time from the podcast is that people always like, people that have known you, they always emphasize, and you need to elaborate on this because I don't understand it really. But they always go like, yeah, man, when you started your thing, like on Instagram stories, like, you know, at first I was like, what, like, what's going on here? Now my thing is, what the fuck were you doing though? What were you trying to sell? Like, why were you being so Brian, like stuff like that, you know?
Honestly, it started because I wanted to motivate myself. Like, that was the only reason, plain out and simple.
Yeah.
But then it got to the point where, like, you know, even if it was 2, 3, or 4 people that started messaging me saying like, yo, Brian, this really helps me out. It's very, like, you know, encouraging, you know, like, you keep doing it. I was just like, that kind of like dawned on me. That I'm like, oh shit, like I think my purpose is bigger than just trying to motivate myself. So then I just started kept on doing it, and I realized that I'm like, bro, I could actually do something here. And then it goes back to that vision and that thought I always had of helping people. So then I'm like, okay, like maybe this is what I got to do more of this, you know? So then I started just taking it even more and just haven't stopped doing it ever since 2017. That I just like, you know, I want to motivate people, and not in a way where I'm telling you what to do. I just want to be that voice in your head that says like, shit, I could do it. Yeah. That makes you think that you could do it, because everybody could do it whatever the fuck they want.
The purpose of this podcast. Yeah. The purpose is really for people to relate to this podcast. People who are just like you and I. At first it did seem like it was Brian and his friends, right? But the thing is, everyone has a story. Everyone is trying to get to an end goal, right? Yep. Now, what is your end goal?
Ooh, that's a good one. I guess my end goal is there isn't an end goal, bro. I think my shit's just like forever, bro. Like I always said that I wanted to live on for the rest of my life, and I never wanted to die. So my thing is that like my shit, my videos, my voice is always gonna be here even when I die, and people are always gonna be able to listen to me. People are always gonna be able to relate to my message. That I'm forever gonna live through my words and through my recordings and through hopefully my videos. That like there is never an end goal, bro.
Of course.
Like, my legacy is going to live forever, and that's my goal, for me to just live on forever, helping and encouraging people, just like you see all these famous rap stars, just like you see all these famous influential. Hustle and Motivate has literally been one of my fucking like, you know, thoughts in my head. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. But like, yeah, bro, like I there is no end goal, bro. And as far as like, me wanting to be famous, I don't want to be famous. I just want to impact people, bro.
So what about the career goal then?
My career goal? Bro, just fucking, you know, being able to invest in other people. Okay. You know, meaning that like if you have a great idea, I want to help you create that idea, make that vision happen for yourself. You know, I want to invest into real estate because I feel like that's going to help me get fucking, you know, to where I want to be in a way where it's like, okay, now I can help more people. Because before I didn't have, you know, I've always wanted to help people, but now I know that like if you want to help people, you got to help yourself first. So you know, as far as like, you know, acquiring large sums of money, I want to do that just so I can help more people. But other than that, bro, like, you know, that my career path is just basically being an investor, wanting to be a venture capitalist, and just help people get their dreams off the ground and start going.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I know. Hey, someone take away the. Hey, someone take the. Take the whiteboard away from Golfo. He's done. He's done here. Too, then. Yeah, Golfo's out, bro. Glady, you're in charge of the fucking whiteboard now.
For those of you guys who don't know, usually this is my job where I have the whiteboard behind the scenes, and I'm usually writing down how much time we passed by.
That's strike 3, by the way, Golfo.
By the way, we have Eric Golfo here who wrote down. He's been writing down 30 minutes. He's been writing down 15 minutes.
He was doing good.
He's doing good right now. He wrote down 15 minutes, which I thought was very weird because how do you go down in time? Then I see Marco point over. He's like, bro, it's 45. I was like, not 15 minutes.
I was like, oh fuck, did we go back in time?
It's really only been 15 minutes.
Like shit. Are we in a time chamber?
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is so raw. I love this man because we're all surrounded by everyone, man. This is a celebration
That's
right
what
here.
I told you from the beginning, bro.
Oh,
if we were
man.
gonna do this, I wanted it to be as raw as possible, bro. Where there's like no fucking,
there's no script.
No script.
Guys,
No filter.
I have shit written down, but there's nothing we've talked about on here. So whatever, bro. We're just having a good conversation.
And that's all it's about,
That's the way
bro.
it should always be.
That's literally it. That's literally it.
Yo, there's a 45, not 15.
He thought it was going to be to an hour. So my guy knows how to add. He added 45 plus 15, which equals an hour. So.
Oh, bro.
Oh, shit, bro.
Math, bitch.
Math.
Man, dude, honestly.
Shit, you guys rock, bro. I love you guys.
Nah, that's exactly what we were talking about before.
So yeah, this is the Energy team if you wanted to know. Behind the scenes.
Honestly, man, like I said, it's a celebration of our 10th episode. This is kind of a big milestone for us. So my question is, and then a lot of people do ask me the same, is we're involved together with this, me, you, and Marco, right? 30, 30, 30 as well. We say, and then 10% to Memo, but he doesn't have to know that, right? He has his opinion.
Yeah.
But obviously, we are very grateful for Memo. We are very grateful for
Shouts out to
Tanya.
Mortgage
Grateful
Heroes,
for everyone that support us here.
Hey, big shouts out to Mortgage Hero. They're like our biggest sponsor and literally our only sponsor. So big shouts out to them.
No, this is for sure. But on a more kind of serious note, it's kind of more. I talked about end goals. I talked about career goals, right? Those are more personal goals for you, right?
Like, let me follow up more on the career one. Career, there isn't something that like, oh, like, hey, like I want to be a doctor. Hey, I want to be like, a fucking lawyer. Nah, that's not even a career for me. What I want to do, like I said, I want to be able to be me and make money off of just completely being me and being just who I am, And with that, like, money that I get, I want to give it back to helping people. Because like for me, like I said, I've always wanted to help people. I just realized that first I needed to help myself before I could help anybody else.
Of course.
So I'm still I'm still working on that. I'm still building myself up. Obviously, I do mortgages for a living, which I love, and I'm like actually very grateful that Memo gave me an opportunity to ride on this team. But yeah, bro, my whole thing is just helping people, and like I said, in any way possible. Whether it's starting a charity, building housing for people, giving people an investment so they could complete their dreams, stuff like that, bro. That's what really like motivates me and gives me that energy to want to keep pushing myself to just be the best me that I could be and the only me that I could be. Because I can only be me, so there's no way that anybody else could be me.
So now,
but me.
Right? So now we said a lot of me's, a lot of just you talking about you, right? Now let's talk about team aspect of everything, right? Have you always been kind of a team player kind of thing where you just want to be in a team?
Definitely. Like, I always like, I'm, I talk about myself, but at the end of the day, like fucking, like how we have it here, it took me 2 years to want to get this podcast off the ground and started. And
let's talk about that. Can you go, let's talk about, I know we talk about all the time.
Let's
2 years. What?
So 2 years we were here in this room, exact same room, recording a podcast, which is one camera. I bought equipment. Like, we didn't even know where to connect it. We didn't even know you needed software to record. We didn't know shit, bro. All we know is that we wanted to do it. And I remember telling you, Marco, whether we know how to do it or not, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We did it. It didn't work out. It sucked. We never posted it. It never happened. I stopped wanting to do podcasts because I'm like, fuck, well, that sucks. That's never going to happen. And look at that. Like, that was one of the beginnings, That was actually, no, and that's still good. That's like pre-planning on Trello board.
Was it from ours?
Yeah.
When we first did
but the first one was with me and Marco when we recorded here with my friend Xavier Barrett and Kevin M. And it was just bad, bro. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, it was just like, like I was just going through, like, I honestly didn't know what I was doing because I had never listened to a podcast. I didn't even know what a podcast was. All I know is that I wanted to start one, right? And it took time, bro, because I was like, I wanted to do all these things, but I still wasn't ready where I wanted to be. I didn't have the, resources that I needed to have in order to make it happen. And more importantly, I didn't have a team, bro.
A team.
I didn't have
Which is something we've been telling a lot of people. Because a lot of people, I really find it really cool when people come up to us and be like, I want to start a podcast. What do I do?
Team.
Get a team.
That's
just
it.
Get a team going.
Get a team.
I can't give you any other tips and just say, let's get a team going.
And then from there, start planning.
And be as open-minded as possible.
Oh, definitely. Because there's sometimes where we clash heads, but we don't clash heads in a way where we get mad. It's more like, okay. You have this opinion. I have this opinion. How can we work it to where we're both like, yeah, this is the best, not for us, not for you, but for our energy podcast,
So, so this is all going to lead to like my very last question kind of thing. What really drove you to do a podcast kind of thing?
So besides the fact that I love conversating, I just thought that like I know how to connect to people. I know how to speak to people. And if I can, share people's voices, share people's messages, that would only go and, reach people so that they can relate to the people that we're bringing on and giving platform for them to share their message and open up their minds and their perspectives to know that whatever we're able to do, you can do it too. And we're not anywhere big or anything like that, but we are that middle ground where we're trying, bro. And we're out here like, putting ourselves out there, taking leaps of faith, and other people are too. So it's like,
speaking of leaps of faith, this 33-day challenge.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Would you say that kind of like
Jesus Christ?
So for those of you who don't know,
I love you.
For those of you who don't know, really, Brian and I did do this podcast, and Marco, we did all do this podcast, and we had like about 4 episodes in the bag.
Yeah.
And there was something going on where we weren't really flowing. And it just was not going in the right direction.
I mean, it was going, but not like it was
just
like okay.
wasn't going the way we thought.
Bland.
Exactly. And we took a break. You know, you went to Coachella. I forgot what I did. Oh, I went to New Orleans. There we go.
Yeah.
And we just took a 2-week break where we just came back brainstorming with so much more things.
Yeah, we came back with some fire.
And and you know what?
And then Brian got drunk and bought equipment.
We realized that we figured out like, you know what? No, we're going to come back and we're going to come back running.
Yeah, definitely hit the ground running always.
And what happened? Man,
we took off. And I wouldn't say took off, but we picked up momentum, bro.
No, we haven't taken off at all.
No. But
there's no way.
We're picking up momentum.
Picking up momentum as far as a podcast, but at the same time, we're doing what we always want to do, which was definitely motivate others.
Yes.
Now, this 33-day challenge, how did it start?
Funny story. I was with Sebastian Ocampo, and we were just talking, and we're like, "Hey, bro, maybe we should start a challenge within each other to, you know, just stay accountable and going to the gym, you know." And
every time you go to the gym, you say it's paying dues, right?
Every day. And I started that back a few months before I even had this idea of starting the 33 days of paying dues.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, dues o'clock, time to pay dues. Oh shit, yeah, I just paid dues. What time is it? Dues o'clock.
Of course.
And then it just dawned on me one day. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should start a challenge. And the challenge was just like, cause it was going to be 75 days at the beginning, but I'm like, wait, that's going to be a little like too crazy for people. And then I'm like, what's my favorite number? I'm like, my favorite number is 333. That's my angel numbers.
What's an angel number? I always wonder, because
angel
you
numbers,
always say that.
Numerology is like, it's a very like, complex concept. And, it's just like, there's numbers and the signs and they mean different things. 323 means that you're at the right place at the right time and you're there to motivate people. So that for me always like, really resonated with me. And I just ran with it every time I see 323. I remember I would wake up, say 323. I'd look at my clock, 323. And everything 323 was all around me, right?
Was your baseball number 3?
Nah, my baseball number was always 5 and 1.
What was your soccer number?
My soccer number was 7.
What was your wrestling? Oh, wrestling don't have numbers.
Wrestling was 69.
And that's all we have for today, guys. Welcome.
No. The funny thing is that now I see all sorts of numbers, bro. And they're actually, once you look into them, it's just crazy how you start seeing signs, bro. Signs are all over the world. But 333 was, you can't pay 333 days of paying dues because that's fucking ridiculous. But you could do 33. Which is 33.
It's funny because you always say angel. It's my angel number. And then people ask me like, wait, why 33? I'm like, oh, it's Brian's angel number. And they're like, what is that? I'm like,
I don't know. Go ask him.
So have you been? How's your day been? I'm like, fuck, dude. So now I'm asking you for the very first time. What the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah, bro. It's just, I don't know. It's just the number that I resonate with. My shit is, that's just me, my calling. That's my number. I love you. That was it, bro. And then when I started it, like, I never thought, like, I just started with me and Seb, and I never thought that people would jump on it that much, like, it's
no,
crazy.
Definitely.
But then, I made the flyer, I put the rules, and then people just started taking it, bro. They started, like, literally, like, going at it, and I was like, oh, shit. First it started 1, 2. All right, cool. Like 1, 2 people, cool. Like,
I posted on my birthday.
I know. I got some of my buddies in there. All my friends were there and they're supportive.
Remember when Eric Golfo was in it?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
I don't know, bro.
Remember Marco Figueroa was in it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, motherfuckers. What? Or we gonna start paying dues again? And then wait, hold on. Like Glady, I'm still over here fucking.
Remember when she was never in it? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, never, ever until. I'm gonna get to her. I'm gonna get to her.
It would be the ones closest to you, right?
Yeah, it'd be the closest to you, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
Your mic's not on.
Always. Yeah, there you go.
Yup.
Nah, but I guess like now that it started, like, and it's taking off, bro. Now that it's taking off, it's just ridiculous how many people are literally joining. Day by day, we get like on average like 2 to 5 people joining.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, it's nothing to brag about. We're not bragging, but we're just saying like
just overwhelming.
We're humbled
it's like,
and overwhelming.
Shit, like damn, this many people are joining a challenge that was a silly thing that we started just for me, like, to just hold accountable. And then
it's funny because, and I'm not ashamed to say it because it was kind of a silly thing.
That's like what it was, bro. But then, oh shit, who's gonna really do this?
I don't know who we were talking to about this today, but I was saying, yeah, as the challenge went on, that's when we started learning what this challenge was about.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, this challenge is more of a forming of a community of different people of trying to form this, get to the same end goal as far as getting to 33 days.
Yeah.
who the fuck knows what the transformation will be at the end of 33
Nobody
days?
knows.
But the thing is, we are all trying to do this together, and it's always nice to know that you're not the only one doing this by yourself.
I'm a firm believer that everybody wants to be a part of something. You know, everybody wants to feel whole.
Of
Everybody
course.
wants to be
But
not alone.
everyone also wants to be the best versions of themselves.
By
The
far.
thing is, yes,
Where do you start? Where do you start?
Or no, who's gonna fucking tell you? Who's gonna motivate you to be the best person of yourself?
But nobody could tell you. Someone can inspire you. Someone can inspire and motivate you to do it, but nobody could tell you. So that was my thing, bro. I'm not telling you what to do.
Of
Whether you
course.
do this or not, whether you pay your dues or not, like, I don't care. But I do care that you get started, because once you get started, you're gonna feel so fucking motivated.
Hey, you know what? I want you to be the best version of yourself. Could
Oh,
go
by
a
far.
long fucking way. And we
is.
both could agree on that
Oh, by far,
aspect.
by far,
I
by
mean,
far.
yes, you are not someone to tell someone what to do. Who the fuck
Never.
are we to tell you what to do? Who are we?
I'm not perfect.
No, I'm not perfect. I have
I'm a
so many
regular ass
imperfections.
person.
But at the same time, I could motivate you, because when I motivate you, I motivate myself.
Yup,
Who am I to
yup,
preach something
yup,
that I am not
yup,
going to follow?
yup.
Now,
All right,
we've gone through three different things, right?
Yeah. Can I speak?
Is it from there?
Nah, it's just for me.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody wants to stay motivated, here's my quick tip. Really dig deep inside yourself, right? And don't
deep.
listen to anybody. Don't listen to what your friends, your people are telling you, your family. It doesn't matter. It starts within yourself. If you believe in yourself and you can actually like see your vision and actually see yourself doing it, keep following that. And even if you have a little bit of motivation in yourself, keep digging at it, keep going at it, because it grows. It's like one of those things. It's like a muscle. Your motivation muscle grows as much the more that you keep it working it out by, doing things that makes you uncomfortable, by doing things that you thought you would never be able to do, because in time those things become normal to you, and then you just keep going after more things and more things and more things, and it just starts with one simple step.
No, definitely. I definitely agree with everything you just said. This all led to my final question, though.
Dun 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 dun.
We've talked about everything about yourself.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to say that we didn't touch a subject
so
on.
wait, I'm trying to get to something, but no, I'll let you, bro.
Nah,
I'll let you.
nah.
I'm just gonna walk over here, bro. I'm like,
All right, guys. Now I'm just gonna take over with me. Like, what's up, guys? I'm back. One thing that I really want to touch bases on that we didn't was losing my best friend Christian. All I want to say is I love my boy Christian, and losing him was one of the hardest things. It was almost even harder than losing my dad, because I cried my ass off
Definitely.
when Christian died. I didn't really cry when my dad died, because I was trying to just, I don't know, I couldn't, because I guess I didn't see him all the time, wasn't really close to him. But with Christian, like, it was like if I just hung out with him and we didn't do shit, but just like literally kicked it in his room or just fucking post up, as long as we shared time together, that was fucking beautiful. And it was amazing, because we didn't need to do anything crazy. We didn't need to make an event out of it. All we needed to do was just share time. And I fucking miss the guy with all my heart, and I love him to death. And every day that I'm here, bro, I really push myself to know that, hey, bro, I just want to make you proud and know that I'm hopefully doing the right thing.
what is something that you guys do for Christian now?
So the biggest thing that we do for Christian is every year we do a big 5K run where we all meet up. We run Roar Park. It's a 5K. Everybody donates money, and all those donations go to the Eric Paredes Foundation, which in exchange we do heart screenings all over San Diego from ages 12 to 25. And just get free heart screenings, something that like you don't even get in your physical, because I don't know why, but I always push, get your heart checked out, because you never know what's going on there. It's actually the silent killer among student athletes.
Yeah.
And just get checked out. It's free $99.
You see, that was a topic that I was kind of avoiding, because I didn't think we really want to get into that.
I don't want to get into that much, but like,
exactly.
yeah,
that
but
was
like,
something
I had to.
It was something that I did want to like promote, obviously, as far as
Final question.
Fucker.
Hey, at the beginning.
we were talking about everything about as far as when it comes to the podcast,
Yeah.
right? What is next?
What's next for the podcast? Oh shit! Dun 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 dun.
Yes, we see it, Eric. We see it.
So
we see it. Yes, we see it.
I guess there's not a big move next for the podcast. The biggest thing is just that we're going to stay consistent. We're going to keep impacting people. We're going to keep bringing in people that are going to bring, solid stories for people to resonate with, for people to, just grow upon. But the biggest thing about this podcast, like I said, it's building a community to give people that chance to be, part of something, be part of the Energy family. Because like I said, everybody in this world has that energy within themselves, but they just got to dig deep within themselves to find it, because that energy comes from the inner me.
Inner me. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's something that where we do want to film. We do want to form a community.
Yeah, definitely.
We do want people to get to know other people.
It's like a lifestyle, man, honestly. Like, we just want people to, you know, follow a right path, to know that there's a balance in life. Like, I'm not perfect. I love going out with my friends. I love hanging out with them. But at the same time, I love handling my shit, you know? I love getting my stuff done. When it's business time. When it's work. But when it's playtime, bro. And I love to play. But at the same time, there's always time and place. And I get serious when I need to get serious. But when I play, I like to play. And it's just a balance of everything.
Honestly,
bro.
We're very thankful for everyone that's been supporting us.
Oh,
we did not expect this much support.
By far.
You know, and it's not really our closest friends that are supporting us either. I mean, we have a lot of people that we don't even know. That
it goes back to it. Be the closest to you.
Yeah, right? But it'd be like some of the people that you just... And I mean, on my note, I do want to say that you do motivate me to be the best person I could be. I think I speak for Marco as well, and I hope I could be the same way to you, where we all just try to inspire each other. You know, some things that I don't even say to my closest friends or my family, I could just talk to you about and talk to Marco about, because we are all together here on this team, and we could just go get together, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, every day we're trying to do the best we can be, not just for everyone that's watching us, but for ourselves. And how are we going to be the best version of ourselves?
There was something you told me the other day. You're like, Brian, and you sat me down. We actually went to go get some food.
Yeah, that's right.
You sat me down and you told me, and it really, like, you know, I was like, oh shit, bro. Like, that motivated me, and that kind of opened up, you know, my view even more. You were like, yo, Brian, we don't have days to waste. We're creating something here. We're making something here.
Definitely, yeah.
So we don't have any time to waste, you know. Yeah, when it's time to play, play. But when it's work time, we got to go to work.
Weekends, we get weekends.
Yeah, you know, but then, like,
Weekdays,
even sometimes we don't get weekends. But at the same time.
Oh, no, like, fuck no.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I got to come work tomorrow. You got to be at fucking LA at 5 in the morning.
And then Sunday morning, we're going to be here. So.
But, like, the thing is that, look, bro, we all have our regular jobs, but we're still making time to create this, you know? Like, we work our jobs during the day, but at night, bro, we're in here till like 11 sometimes, bro. We're here till late, and it makes me happy, because I'm like, shit, bro, I get to do this during the day and then come back and work on our baby here. Like, bro, like, that's fucking awesome, bro. You know, that's fucking amazing that I have, like, something that we could actually create from the ground up, and that's what I fall in love with. I mean,
it was a premature baby because it took us like a month to just create this, but we did it. Okay, now guess what, guys? So the lightning round questions. I'm always the one who comes up with these. And guess what? I came up with them again. So now I get to ask Brian these questions. Brian's usually the one asking them. No, I'm not going to make you spell something stupid, because that makes me look stupid. Why am I going to make myself look stupid? Eric, put your fucking board up. I want to see this, because maybe I might add some of those questions to it.
The first one. I just want to know.
Hey, I might make you look stupid. All right, you don't want to make you look stupid, but you're saying that you like to make me look.
Wait, what does that say, bro?
Why am I so weird?
Next big move for energy.
Is that the one?
I think we hit that one.
We already hit that one.
Would he date a girl with no toes or no fingers?
Oh, would you date a girl with no toes or no fingers?
Definitely no toes.
I was gonna say that.
No toes. I'm cool, because she could put socks over that shit and I won't see it.
Did you date a girl with we don't need to talk
She
about
had
that.
one toe.
She had one toe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one toe.
that matters.
You fucking asshole. I told you not to say that.
Sorry about that. Anyways, who was your worst teacher?
My worst teacher. Fuck.
Marco knows. Marco knows.
I feel like it's going to be coming into something in high school.
I think I know.
You know what? Nah, I didn't have any bad teachers.
Friends, come in.
Zookeeper bitch.
No. Stop. She was a teacher. I got it. All right. It was just my worst teacher ever. It was when I was in Southwestern College. He teach sociology. His name was Mr. Nugan. Nugan. Did you have him? No.
He told me about that.
Dude, this motherfucker was an asshole, bro. Like, he taught. I was like, bro, like,
Fucker was a fucking asshole,
bro. It was a dick.
Hell no.
Like, I was like, bro, fuck your class. I stopped going because fuck that guy, bro. He was a fucking
Fuck that Nugan.
He was a fat guy. Like, I was just like, bro, who the fuck like made your life bitter? Like, go fucking like find happiness or something. Like, fuck you, bro. Till the day. Fuck you, Mr. Nugan.
He has no energy, right?
No, bro. That has like a fucking inner fucking stick stuck up his ass.
As you can see, I started off pretty nice.
Okay.
Now,
next. Sorry, I got a little pissed there. Don't ask me questions, but I could be getting mad.
What personality trait has gotten you in the most trouble?
His name's Jeremy.
His name is this alter ego? Alter ego? Shut up.
Brian.
Personality.
Igaro.
Oh, bro. Igor. Bro, there's
Yo, talk to me about this. What the fuck?
So Brian would
Yo,
get.
I don't know this shit. What the fuck?
So I used to get I used to get pretty drunk.
Oh, so after this shit.
The funnest motherfucker ever.
Oh, Brian? What?
He's never met a girl?
Well, I know Jeremy, but I don't know.
know
Igor.
Jeremy.
You have two alter egos, you
Different
fuck?
into it.
What? Who the hell has two alter egos?
Where the guy
What? Bro.
Nah, so I used to get pretty drunk because I used to like having too much fun.
Too much fun.
And what would happen was that I would just like do things that I shouldn't be doing, and I would remember I shared a room with Marco my whole life, probably growing up, probably up until 2017.
The year it all
and I would
changed.
come back, bro, and I would just make a ruckus everywhere. Like that was Igor, right? And then Jeremy, on the other hand, like that motherfucker was wild, bro. I busted my face open one time, like it was
That's crazy.
Horrible,
So wait,
horrible.
what's the difference between them two?
Igorov is very aggressive, and Jeremy just has too much fun. Like just too much fun.
Who do you guys like? Votes. Eric, who do you like, Jeremy or Igor?
I'm gonna go for Igorov.
Igorov, sorry.
For him.
Really?
Hey, over here, Jeremy Orov. I like
Jeremy
Pokemon.
Orov.
Oh, wait, there's a
Dude.
mixture.
Yeah, bro,
Oh,
it's
fuck,
just
I
wild
haven't
and it's just
seen them
wild and it's
together.
just wild and
Who do you like?
I've never met the other one, but I hate Jeremy.
yeah.
Jeremy's
Oh,
Jeremy's
is
an
Jeremy? Wait, is
asshole.
Jeremy the story you told me when you just like cussed out someone and you were like, "Fuck
So
you, you're a piece of
I'm
shit."
not gonna say any names. I cussed out my girlfriend once.
Ex-girlfriend, right?
Ex-girlfriend, bro. I cussed the shit out of her, and then I got in a fight with all my friends, and
Yeah, that's the
and
story.
then
That was Jeremy.
That was one of those times that I'm like, the next day I'm like, time to redo my life. No need to come back to it again. Like
2017.
Nah, that was like 2000.
Woo!
That was 2016. 2016.
Oh, dude, my bad, bro. My bad. Summer 2016.
2016 was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
And
All right, man. Ready?
yeah, go ahead.
You gotta be very truthful here.
Now,
She liked the question.
go,
Anyways,
go.
have you ever hooked up with someone from Tinder?
Yes.
Elaborate, bitch.
So it's one of those nights. It's bro. This is gonna go.
All right, we could.
Dude, just leave it at that, bro.
I'll go to a softer question. Ready? What is the last pickup line you used on a girl?
Bro, you really gonna burn me out like that?
Wait, should I pull it up? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I plead the fifth on that one, bro. I can't say that one because I'm still using it to the day.
Would you rather not brush your hair or ever? Would you rather not brush your hair ever or your teeth? Oh, dude, you love
Brian,
your
we
hair.
all
You
know
love
how
your hair
much
too much. You love your
bro.
hair too
We
much.
all know that.
You're fucking
Bro,
disgusting, bro.
I love
Don't
my
even
hair.
answer the question.
I
You're
love my, no,
disgusting.
I love
Yeah.
my hair. I love my hair, but my hygiene's more
You're
important. So
disgusting.
I'm gonna go with my teeth, bro. I brush my
Oh,
teeth.
you would
over
let
my
your hair be like that?
Yeah.
You're
Hey,
disgusting, bro.
Brian's so cute as fuck with this.
Fuck,
Hey.
Yeah, bro. I'm
Okay,
cute as
ready?
shit.
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Who was the last person you sincerely apologized to? And when was this and why? So everything.
Me.
I never apologize to anybody because I'm always right.
I gotta say, this is ignorant asshole G.
Honestly, fuck, bro. I don't remember. Probably like, nah, bro. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember the last time I honestly,
All right.
I'm never a big.
Think about it though. Think about it. Who was it? Your sincere apology to?
I draw blanks right now, bro. honestly.
Marco, you can put this one in the middle if you want.
Wait, Marco, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, sorry.
Do you remember?
He said me, so I don't know.
Was it you?
No, I'm kidding, bro. That was a tough crowd.
Yeah. Nah, honestly, like I feel like I'm never like
Baby, I'm sorry. I just.
Nah, not even that.
She was
Ya
cute.
sabes cómo me pongo.
¿Pa' qué me invita?
Yeah.
Nah, I've never been a dick or a person that starts conflict with anybody. So there's never been a time where I'm like, I kind of stepped the line and like did something wrong. Like, Maybe when I was Jeremy, but at the time everybody knows that Jeremy's Jeremy. And like,
Who the fuck is Jeremy,
so
bro?
everybody,
What is this guy?
but listen, this is the thing. This is the thing. Everybody knows that when Jeremy's out to play, like, yo, handle shit with Jeremy because Brian's a completely different person. So talk to that guy.
All right. I got you a geography question. Your favorite?
Fuck.
Mrs.
Mrs. Harris' class went into ninth grade.
Oh, dude, I loved her class.
Bitch, you weren't in that class. You went to Bonita, the worst fucking school in the fucking face of this earth.
That's gonna be edited out because he's a fucking bitch. All right. What city in America should not be included on a map and why?
Nebraska.
Wait, that's a state, bro.
Fuck, this is why I suck at geography. City, I'm gonna go with I don't know, bro. Fucking. Oh, you know what?
Nebraska.
Nah, bro. Oklahoma City. Nah, bro. That's a fucked up question, bro. Everybody should have a fucking live. Like that's fucking like predatory.
Bro,
and
we
shit.
probably have a fan there. You never know.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. I gotta be careful with my words.
All right. What is something that is illegal that you would make legal?
Honestly, marijuana.
That's legal here.
Not federally.
Federally. No.
All right, guys, please. Let's get a better question. Go again, please.
I'll be honest. Like, honestly, yeah, marijuana, because everybody thinks it's a bad drug. Like, but at the end of the day, like, whenever you smoke marijuana, you feel peaceful and you start thinking about different things. You kind of get too lazy to want to do anything bad, like, so then you just kind of post up and like just enjoy life, like, but when you drink alcohol, you become fucking wild as fuck and don't give a fuck about shit. But when you smoke weed, you're like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should think about what I said.
That's crazy because that leads me to my next question. Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous?
Do you fuck
Are you
your girl?
single?
Do you fuck your girl? Is it true? You getting money? You think them niggas you with is with you?
And we're gonna get
hell yeah.
We're gonna get copyrighted
Hell
for
yeah.
that. Anyways, what event in your life would make a good movie and why?
Drop the pen right there.
Oh my dude, it just stayed right there, bro.
Hey, probably the times that I lived out in Slow. Those probably the wildest times that I've ever had in my life.
Did you go to any music festivals?
Yeah, no. Actually, I've never been a big music festival type of guy. I've only been to like 3.
Because I know all my friends went to like Above and Beyond over there in Slow.
Nah, I've only gone to EDC.
Michael
Coachella,
Vajante got a ticket.
And
Wait, no,
fuck
Lil
that guy.
Melissa. Sorry, what?
Nah, I didn't say anything. EDC, Coachella, and I think Escape Wonderland.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I don't really go to concerts like that. I'm not a big
Ready?
concert guy.
Have you ever bailed on a date
Yes.
and why? What was your reason?
So sometimes,
Sometimes
I get very excited about things.
Yeah.
And by these things I mean some girls, and then I kind of start thinking, I'm like, damn, like I don't even like this girl. Like I would just be wasting my time. So then I just kind of like, whatever, and I just like flake. But I don't know.
And then we have some questions from Eric Golfo over here that he put down on a whiteboard. One secret no one knows.
One secret no one knows is that let me see which ones I want to tell you guys.
You better hurry the fuck up because the front cameras are gonna.
Dude, honestly, I fucking love to dance.
Mm-hmm.
like I'm really good at dancing, and like nobody knows.
That was a bitch secret.
Yeah, no, I already got that. Let me see. What was it, Marco? Let me see it. All right, none of that was good. Anyways, all right, ready? Last
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, I deleted all my good ones.
I need you to repeat after me.
Oh, I love this question.
I was gonna do something stupid, but never mind. Okay, ready? I need you to repeat after me. Ready?
All right,
I'm blank, and I get my energy from.
easy, bro. My name's Brian, and I get my energy from my inner me. Easy, bro.
And there we go, guys. That is our episode for today. I was the one interviewing Brian Landeros. This has been such a great time. We are celebrating here our 10th episode, which we are so happy about. Thank you for everyone that came by over here. Thank you for everyone that's watched us. And you know what? We cannot wait to put out more content for you guys because this is what we love to do.
Definitely.
This is what we want to do for you guys. And honestly, keep up with the 33-day shoot. 33 days.
33 days to pay dues,
There we go. There we go. And what else?
All I want to say is like, yo, guys, I really appreciate the support from each and every single one of you guys. I'm talking to everybody that's following us, paying their dues. But overall, over everything, you guys, everybody has an energy within themselves. Dig deep within yourself, find it, because nobody else is going to help you get to where you want to be besides yourself. That being said, guys, please tell everybody to follow this podcast. Because
Wait, no, I want to do this. Everybody, just tell everyone to follow this podcast. Tell your family, tell your kids, tell your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend.
Stop.
Oh, fucking
Everybody,
Marco.
tell everybody, all
Fuck
right?
it, just tell
Tell your
everybody.
ex-girlfriend, tell your prison mate.
Everybody.
You know what? If you're in prison, tell your prison mate. Tell everyone, guys. We want everyone watching this. This has been 10 episodes, guys. What are we doing here?
Hey, all I want to know and all I want to tell you guys
Talk
is
to that camera.
all I want to say, guys, is we got some skits coming for you guys, and they're gonna be fucking fire. We're taking over, and none of these motherfuckers know that we're doing this. We're about to raise the fucking bar. No, not raise the bar. We're about to turn the fucking energy up.
Eric asked, "What's next for energy?" Bro, we're not gonna answer that shit. That's gonna come later for us, bro. Let's go.
You know what that answer to that is? You're gonna have to watch.
You're gonna have to watch and find out, because we're never gonna reveal that shit. All right, let's go, guys. Hey, Brian.
Energy's here to stay. All I want to say is energize your life. I fucking love you guys. Thank you for
Marco,
watching.
get in here. Marco, get in here. Marco,
Get the fuck in here, bro. This is energy. Fucking energy. M squared. No. Let me say it. So M squared plus energy. I don't know. M squared plus B equals inner motherfucking G. We here to fucking stay. Nobody's fucking with us. I love you guys.
Fucking out. Let's go, bro. Let's go. 10th episode right in the bag. Good shit.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Woo!